we're hoping to acquire has had an impact in treating those conditions?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. I don't know the answer, but it will be discussed at the Tucson conference next week. There's actually a session on transformation of consciousness. Rinpoche is the third speaker. The first speaker is Kathy Beaton from IONS, who will speak about meditative practice over time and measuring changes in people. I don't know if they're specifically going to look at dementia, but that's a very good one. We do know that the monks who meditate had the highest gamma synchrony ever recorded. So I would think from that, it would show that meditation can make changes in the brain in a very positive way.
Thank you.
I personally am a very optimistic. So I think anything is possible. So if you think positive, then I think some positive road will open. So in meditation, what we do is actually we meditate sort of like improving, right? We meditate improving our mind, improving our being, improving life of ourselves, improving life of other people, and sending prayers, love and compassion, and so the purpose behind that is that when our mind becomes more positive, and then actually it creates. And so I think one of the main purpose of the meditation is actually when you meditate, then I don't want to use the word control. Many times people use the word control, like meditation is to really control the mind. It is not about controlling, it is about mastering. So when you master your mind, then actually you can create your own reality with that what we call positive attitude and positive view and positive intention. So I think yes, your mind can create some level of reality, and if it is positive, then if our mind is positive, then our life will be more positive.
We'll take one from the back, Antonio, and then we'll come back up here.
Okay. I have several, but for Professor Jimenez, I would like to use a couple of analogies to think what I think this position is essentially what is usually called reductionism, which is explaining the higher levels by modern one.
And discovering more and more. Sometimes it is when we're talking about the consciousness in the West, I think it just start talking about the consciousness not too long ago. And in the ancient Asia, and not only in the Buddhism, I think before Buddhism, in the Hinduism, they talk about meditation and how to master their mind and how to really concentration and meditation and all these things. And we actually have a vast research on the consciousness. And so I'm really happy that what ideologically what we have put in the ancient, in the Buddhism, Hinduism, now and from the West scientifically, kind of with a physical, like a wave or like a computer, like an image, and all these things when they are proving. Making evidence from the physical level, scientifically, then when it comes to the, when this kind of meeting, filling the, gap between, building the bridge between these two, I think that's pretty exciting. And yes, one thing about the consciousness is understanding the consciousness, even though many scientists are kind of afraid to really touch the subject, talking about it is not a material, is it a mind and body is it a separate or something, they are talking like that. But I think it is moving into the right direction, and eventually they will understand which physical, like mind and body, is actually came from one existence, like how how Brother Emerald actually put it, and even in the Buddhism we have this school called the middle way school, and that kind of middle way is the neutral. So they actually talk about arising, giving same value for the matter and mind, and the matter has a different function and the mind has a different function, and actually it is moving into the right direction.
My question. The law of consciousness.
Actually, when we talk about the sentient being and the world, we are not only talking about this world only. In the ideological sort of cosmology of the Buddhism, we the Vasubandhu actually talk about there are billions and billions of same world like this out there in the space. So it is kind of as time goes by, increasing population is not increasing the consciousness. It is all the consciousness already somewhere in the other planet or other existence. So they are actually coming from there. So it is from the Buddhist point of view, what we say is there is no new consciousness arising. Whatever consciousness is there, it is there. So the consciousness is not increasing, but the population is increasing.
Actually, that's exactly, now that I think about it, that's exactly the question that Paul Davies asked me when I invited him to be here with us, is that he said, well, I'm sort of worried that if that's true, that there's more people now than there used to be, there's too much consciousness floating around the universe. And I said, well, I think there's a pretty big buffer system going on. And one other comment was, I was interviewed for a magazine called Enlightened Next Magazine. It just came out. And they mentioned one thing that's kind of interesting, that an Italian physicist named Paolo Zizzi did a calculation about during the Big Bang, there was a rapid expansion called inflation. And then after about 10 to the minus 33 seconds, the universe stopped expanding very fast, and it's been expanding always slowly ever since. And she did a calculation based on the assumption that during that very brief time, the universe was in superposition of multiple possible universes. And using the Penrose equation, the universe reached that threshold at the end of inflation. So she suggested the universe had a cosmic conscious moment at that time. And this was called the Big Wow Theory during the Big Bang. and also that our consciousness are literally micro consciousness, microcosms, if you will, of that original conscious moment.
I think most important thing is why we are trying to understand all this consciousness and our who I am and what we are and what is all these things. And mainly, I think coming to the basic level of trying to really understand who we are.
Well, here we are 2 hours later after the conference. I just thought I'd take a little shot here. The sun is setting here in Tempe, Arizona. I hope everybody out there enjoyed our little conference today, and hope everybody learned something. These are people stepping out of the building that were in the conference with me. So once again, enjoy out there.